welcome back to today's episode on Data Delight. I remain your amazing host, Connie Eze. So there's something juicy. This just, I don't know, but I decided to bring it to you as usual. So RIP to Mr. Ibu. It's surrounding his fame and his death. Mr. Ibu's adopted daughter, she changed his TikTok account. I think just a few days before his death, or just immediately after his death, people noticed that his TikTok account is no longer there, but it's been changed to Jasmine's name. Do you think it's the right thing? Do you think she was supposed to, even though she created the account? But before you start thinking, I brought a beautiful guest, no other person than Dowella.
Hi.
Welcome to Data Delight.
Thank you for having me.
So, do you think it's a good thing?
First of all, I want to say that after Ibu came back to the timeline, I think Jasmine kind of be like a manager to him. On Instagram, I stumbled on the account and Mr. Ibu's name was there, and they said all bookings to Jasmine. So when this incident happened, I was quite unsettled when I just heard Ibu's death, and I was like, what's up, what's going on? This is not good news at this time. And the next thing I heard, Jasmine has changed the TikTok account to his name. I don't know if I'm in the fence to say if it was the right time or the right thing to do at that moment, because maybe she was the one handling the account. So she felt like there's no need anymore. Ibu is not going to be the face of this account anymore. I should take over. But to me, my view is, I think it wasn't the right time. The timing was wrong. It looks like you were actually waiting for him to drop dead, and you take some action that you feel it's your personal interest. That wasn't the right time, and that wasn't the right thing to do. But anyways, in the other way around, she is in control of the account, so she can do anything she feels like to do.
Okay. I think last week I saw an interview with Chude. You know, with Chude, the journalist guy that that hosts people. She was on that interview and she said a lot. I didn't really pay so much attention. She even did a video of her own part of the story on her YouTube channel of how she got arrested, the whole stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And then she hands stuff. Do you get? Besides, she's not Ibu's biological child.
Yeah, I heard so too.
Do you think it was because she hands stuff that made her take that step?
I don't think so. I can't think for her. And I can really want to say, because I'm not in the family, I'm not in the circle. So the only thing, I'm just the viewer's eyes, I would say, because I don't know what is really going on behind the camera, what actions, what words were said to each other that could make her do some certain action or take some certain action. So I feel, generally, all of them were just there for their sole interest, not for the interest of the human Ibu in perspective. Maybe they just were using him to cash out some money. So now...
You know, there was this very ridiculous video she made of Ibu. Ibu wore wig. You know those kind of videos he used to make? Like those kind of videos he used to do back in the days where he would wear wig, dress like a woman, those kind of movies, yeah? She did the same thing, wore Ibu some kind of funny clothes, those makeup challenge. Like, it was, some people said it was too much for content. The food content she did, and she was posting it on her own YouTube channel.
Wow, I know I'm not even...
No. In 2022, I paid attention to the whole thing.
Okay.
When Ibu was, gradually coming back, then the wife had to call out on social media how Jasmine has taken her husband, blah, blah, blah. The husband is no longer paying attention to the family and all. Because I think this has been, it's been going on and it's on and on and you could trace everything from there.
As I said, we are just the viewer's eyes. We don't really know what is behind the camera. I think it will kind of give her a privileged or hand to a lot of things. So the wife complaining and the family complaining that he's doing this, he's doing that. I don't know. I don't know how to complain.
What if Ibu didn't give her the privilege? What if she took she saw it as an opportunity to, because
Sure.
who knew her?
Sure. There's what we say, we take opportunity and
Yes,
we use it
maybe she
wisely.
just found the
But
opportunity.
at the same time, the human involved actually gave in a lot of hand to it.
Yes, it's the truth.
Because if Ibu did not want it like that, it wouldn't happen like that. And for a fact, you directing a lot of people to book you through her, that was
That's
that was a
lot.
goal.
It's extreme,
Yes,
extreme,
so-
really
so-
extreme. Wow. So Michael Jackson died in 2009, and back then in 2009, social media wasn't a thing.
Yeah,
I
that
think
was-
as at 2009 it was
so
still
just
creeping in.
Just Facebook.
Yes, Facebook was creeping
Instagram,
in.
Yeah, Instagram
Wasn't
a thing
even a
then.
thing.
Yeah.
In 2014, Instagram started
Sure.
making sense to
Sense
some
to some.
people. 2016, it picked up. But I want to shock you. Michael Jackson has a verified Instagram account.
I have seen that.
Michael Jackson has a YouTube channel with several of his videos. Not even Michael Jackson is even too far. When San Sultan died,
Oh yeah.
he had an Instagram
An
account
account
running. I think it
already.
was hacked, but they retrieved the account. They still post stuff for him till date. Don't you think it would have been a thing for Mr. Ibu to maybe immortalize him or keep him in the space of those who still love him, the ones who follow him on social media, to just keep him in, because there are thousands of clips you can take from social media or from YouTube and upload on his channel.
I understand from where you're coming from, because as Ibu is not just Ibu, is an icon in the industry, and he has brings so much laughter to our faces, memories. I so feel like we are not just gonna miss Ibu as an actor, but as an impact for us. You know, already our Gen Zs are like, things are gonna we are distressed, but we just go into it like memes, funny videos, and we just laugh and forget about our problems. Ibu has done a lot over decades. I was a child when I started watching Ibu, but what you're trying to say that I think is true, is because if that was left as Ibu's account,
Yes.
we generation to come will stumble on it.
Yes.
I kind of noticed something happened recently, because Kanayo. We used to watch Kanayo in films or rituals films, and the generation brought it to make it look funny. And you know, Kanayo rolled into the trend.
Yes.
And was I'm Odogu the ritual dude. And we
Nice
we went
sacrifice.
nice. We went through the process and brought a lot of videos back
Yes.
to make memories of the present
Exactly.
situation. And I think what you just said is right, because if Ibu's account was left as Ibu account, when people go into social media and find it, they'll stumble
And you know,
on it.
TikTok is the next big thing right now.
Sure.
TikTok is the next big thing. I don't think there's any social media that can match TikTok's energy.
I think they are competing. I will not say,
But
with
TikTok,
YouTube, because they're actually
yes,
making your videos up to 10 minutes right now.
yes. But TikTok is the next big thing, because the energy on TikTok, do you get?
I get.
You can keep. TikTok is not like YouTube. It's not like Instagram. The energy on TikTok, I just wish
It's
it never
addictive more than other social medias
exactly.
at hand.
Yes. So I think going to change the TikTok account was extreme.
As I said, maybe because she's the one managing the account. She owns the account. She was the one into Ibu's phase. She just felt like
why are you
changing
feeling,
it.
Why are you feeling emotional about this? You're sounding really emotional. There are things you just leave for people. What's it called? Fights, dirt, bets, regardless. There are things you just let go. You don't always win every battle.
Okay, yeah, sure.
There are things that she benefited. Come on, she did
A lot.
a
Because with Ibu, we recognized Jasmine.
yes.
We knew who Jasmine was. She came to the timeline. I'm sure with Ibu, she got a lot of endorsements.
Yes,
Even-
money.
yeah, a lot of
social media views
recognitions.
and all.
Yeah, so-
recognitions.
Yes.
Because
So-
at some point in 2022 December, there was no social event that Ibu goes alone. They even do matching outfits. Like, for the records, matching outfits. Come on.
That was
She
so
benefited.
essence. That was so essence.
She
because-
benefited.
And that was why I said Ibu gave a lot of hand to that.
Yes.
Because if Ibu was married, I had wife complaining, Jasmine is taking my husband. Why will you? There are boundaries to things.
Yes.
I'm sure a lot of celebrities out there, both women, men, they have managers that are opposite sex and they don't interfere in their life.
But maybe she's family. Because at some point, the wife said, okay, she has accepted her, blah, 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 and all. Let's say she's family. If you're family, there are things you will let go. If you consider someone your loved one,
Sure.
there are things you just.
Like go on.
But seriously, it's going to paint her really back. Several bloggers have started making it an item or a tool for content, of which I am doing. So it's going to really make her, it's going to make people see her a certain
Yeah,
way.
yeah. For a fact, the eyes that view her in a certain way are gonna have a different view about
Exactly.
her, right?
Yes.
So I feel, Jasmine, personally, in my own feeling, it wasn't just the right time to change the name in the TikTok account. Maybe months later, can you just let us breathe? Like we should mourn him, and memories times we just go and we're just gonna,
You can
oh, he's
still
dead,
make exactly.
and
You
we are
can still
gone.
even make a lot out of it with the same. Come on now, they are still go back, dig one or two, bring it back again. For somebody who is a social media strategist or
The
manager,
manager.
handler, everything, you can still make a lot out of it. You can create
The account can still
challenges.
give you a lot of money,
Yes,
even with the boot being dead,
yes,
because I'm sure that account is monetized.
verified too.
Okay. Wow, you see. So money is gonna roll in and out all the time. So it's just for you to keep up bringing the content about. Even as he's dead, you can just always bring memories back and like, oh, this happened. We didn't bring into, okay, this didn't end up coming to camera, but it's coming at the moment.
Yes.
Why didn't you have to change it? Didn't you have a personal account? So why? But for me, she still have reasons we haven't heard from her. But anyways, I would just keep quiet.
Like she said, she has her reasons. So whatever the reason is, I do not care. I just felt maybe you acted too fast. You did act too fast.
Sure.
You, for someone who is in the public eyes, you will have to do everything possible to stay and play by their rules. Yes, you do you, but the public eyes do not really care if you do you, because if you do anyhow, we'll still roast you. We will drag you like Jen. I am always here to bring your story to Data Delight to drag you. So, is there a final word you have to say as someone who uses social media? You benefit from social media. Is there a final word you have to say concerning handling someone's social media account, privacy and legacy? Do you have anything to say about that?
Okay. As a social media content creator, as a social media manager, I would say that, which I said earlier, Jasmine took an action which wasn't necessary at a certain time. It was so fast. And which we already talked about legacy. That account could have speak a name for Ibu in the next decades, next generation. For you changing it, you're actually taking him and his rights, his image out of the public eyes. And for is it private life or
Yes,
whatever?
privacy.
Yeah, privacy. Whatever went on between you and Ibu, be off camera should have stayed off camera. Should have been family, as you guys call yourself. Sort it out indoors, sort it out without other years and everything. So keeping legacy is very necessary, and keeping some things private is necessary. It's important. The two are important. So always try to know where and when to drag one into, and know where to keep your boundaries.
Okay, so if you're saying if you were Jasmine, what would you have done different?
What I could have done different is that I would let the account be. I have my own image as Jasmine. I'll actually build my own image as Jasmine. I won't build my image under another person's. Already, the person dead has already helped me a lot to bring me to the timeline. So I am already an image myself. So why will I want to go under the person, a third person for that matter, to build myself? I'm already a brand, so I will come up with my own brand. Ibu is a brand on its own. So I will not change the account at that time. Maybe never. I will never change the account.
So, okay, what do you think about brands wanting to work with Jasmine? Do you think it's going to affect her collaboration with any brand?
Okay. Generally, in the industry, we have there's something they call bad publicity that gives you good publicity.
Yes.
And there's something they call bad publicity that ends up just damaging your image. I think a lot of people have different graces, because there are people that have this same publicity in the industry, and the next moment they are boom, and you're like, this person wasn't doing good, we all batch the person, and why is brand signing the person? And then another person like is doing worse than what the person did, and brands are like, we love this person, we know what this person is bringing to the table, so we want this person in our brand. So it depends on Jasmine's grades. That's number one. That's number one, and it depends on a particular brand that need these faces on their platforms. So it might be a bad publicity for her, and it might be a good one for her. It just depends.
Okay, so it's not absolute.
Yes, no.
Okay, so I want to like bring in a trending conversation too. You know, Facebook is a different world of its own.
Sure, all social medias have
They have
different
their own,
personalities.
yes. So on October, I think September, October, November, within that period, a lady called out Erisco Foods. There's this Rigoco tomato, Rigico tomatoes.
I saw the video.
She called them out saying, it's not like, you know, this normal review. Someone reviewed and then she replied that the tomato tastes sugary. And the tomato, the color pink, inside stew, you're inside rice, you know, that kind of stuff. So she said her own review. Since then till date, I'm talking to you, the owner of the brand has been dragging this woman from arresting her, and
I heard they arrested her.
yeah, they arrested her. Then now she's in court. This is just a review, because yesterday they posted, so in fact they had to log their comment section. Nigerians, yes, your tomato is so sweet. I used it to cook soup. My soup is so delicious. Like, do you think it's good publicity for their brand, given that it's a food brand? I know sometime someone called out Golden Penny. Golden Penny went to the extent of doing a video, even saying that the item that is like lump is gluten. Like, it's helps. It has a food nutrient. It adds to the body and all. People had to like trust the brand again because they gave reasons for them to be okay. They gave reasons for them to be comfortable with what. Do you think it's going to affect this brand? Because you said bad publicity can actually bring good publicity.
Yeah. As a product, I'm also a UGC content creator. So when I do reviews on products, things that goes into the system matters. It's not just about what you say, it's what the outcome will be. So things like that, reviews on food like that matters a lot. So it can be very, very bad to the brand because a lot of health is at stake. So when you do a review like that on food or product that goes into the system, like example, cream, anything that has to concern with the body, once it comes out a bad review, it's going to damage the brand. Except you have a good public speaker, a good public manager that could, as you said, Penny came out and they said something good, they gave you reasons to trust them back. That's going to be depending on your public manager. So products like that, once it goes to health, it's going to damage the brand because a lot of people will not trust you to entrust their life into it. But it is different from personality branding. You get?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different from personality branding. Personality branding, we all know that is this person. Even if, a lot of people don't like Bobrisky, but they follow him.
Yes.
So that's just it. Personality branding is different from product branding. So I cannot entrust my life and say, I'm going to eat this. And for a fact you'll die. But I can keep following this human on social media and hyping and I'll just say something, criticizing her.
And it's not going to affect me.
It's not going to affect, yes. The more I'm on her page, on his page, it's giving her more public view. You get it? But for the product the food product is going to damage you.
Yeah, it's just like this organic skincare trend and all.
Sure.
I know they're actually fast selling. No? Like those people make a lot of money. I wish I'm like them. Like I like money. But a lot of us, one bad experience chased me away from using organic products, yeah? So it's giving light to what you said about products that you use on your skin and then products that are human products, personality branding, yeah. So that's fair. That's really fair. So back to Erisco, that just is sweet. So he called out that foreign products are killing African and Nigerian brand. Now, for someone who cannot take criticism, you are calling out other people's brand. And you're arresting the one that is calling at you. That only reviewed, oh. Inside life. So branding matters for anybody who is in a social space.
Yeah.
So it could be good publicity for Jasmine. It could be bad
Publicity for her, yeah, sure. Because she would know if she has a manager herself. The manager will do a lot of talking, a lot of advertising for her,
Okay.
a lot of rebranding for her.
Oh, that's good. Rebranding, that's the
rebranding
word.
for her. Yeah. So it will be in a good space for her, and it could be in a bad space. It might take her a little time to come back to the timeline, but coming back might not be as it was before. It might be less, it might be more, might be less.
So it's just depending on the value she has to give.
Sure, that's just.
That's beautiful. Very, very insightful. I think I've learned one new thing today. So let's talk about personal branding. What do you have to say about personal branding for someone who wants to be in the public eyes?
Okay, personal branding. As I'm sure we were taught once how to do that.
Yeah.
And what I've learned personally, not just from what I have been told, personal branding depends from your your personality at first. You bind your flaws and your strengths together to know where you are comfortable with, and bringing which one do you want the public to know about? Do you want them to know your flaws? Do you want them to know your strengths? Do you want them to help you build your strengths or build your flaws? So personal branding to me is how you would or how I would build my personal branding as a person is what I want the audience to know about me, to feed from me, to help me build, to help me also cut.
Okay.
So that is how I am dweller a lot. You get, but I will not bring the 100 of dweller to my branding. I will I'll bring like 60%, and that 60%, what am I going to offer to the audience, and what audience are going to give me back to build that 60 to always be 60. So you get it. So I feel that's how my personal branding will be, and I think a lot of influencers are doing the same thing. Their personalities on the line are not their personalities indoors.
Exactly.
Yes, so you would know that, oh, this is what I want you guys to see. This is what I want you guys to know me for. And I don't want you to know me as someone that I don't brush my teeth in the morning. But in my camera, I brush my teeth. So it's just like that.
So I think this Jasmine thing is a problem of personal branding. Do you think so? Or it's just a problem of emotion?
Okay.
Since we're no longer in this, I'm not accepted in your family again, let me cut you guys off.
I will definitely think with Jasmine. Jasmine is coming in two places. As a psychologist would say, there's an emotion into it.
Okay.
There's emotion which I would say maybe Jasmine had a lot of expectations from Ibu.
Okay.
Yeah. And
it was rumored that she took money from the funds that were donated.
Okay. Because I have not dig right to have the sources if they are right.
Right.
I would call it rumors.
Yes, there were rumors.
Yes,
for real,
rumors.
because even the arrest and everything sounded like one.
Yes, sir. With Jasmine, I will always say there's emotion into it because I'm sure over the years when you are with someone, be the person colleague, there's always emotion attached to it because you feel like, oh, I've got this person got me, and when the person do one thing that you wouldn't expect,
It hurts deep. It hurts deep.
Yes. So even if you say I didn't care about the person, it's just a distance. As far as over the years, you guys have always been in the same space. Emotions will always build up. So with Jasmine, I feel there's an emotion attached to that. She expected a lot from Ibu, or she had invested a lot that she felt like she would have a lot of profit or gain or whatever. So as the thing has already get into disaster, families, wife, people, media talking about it are like, no, I need my stand. I need to get what is mine. So I feel emotions is there, and that's why she's taking a lot of decisions that in looking at, oh, she was selfish, oh, she's selfish, oh, she didn't have people at her till this, that. So I think emotions at first is in for, it's not about work-wise. Emotions are there.
So, I think I get that now, because, come on, since I'm no longer in you people's space, or since I don't want to be in your space anymore, I
You
created
are
the
not accepting
Instagram.
me.
Yes, I created the TikTok account so I can do whatever I wish to do with it. Yeah. So I think I get that. I really do. I understand that, but doesn't seem like it was the perfect thing to do at the time.
I'm sure a lot of people will say it's not the right time.
Because I think she did that even before Ibu died. Because Ibu just was announced dead and immediately someone spotted that out.
Whoa.
So I think maybe she just did it and maybe a few hours later,
later,
or maybe a few days later, or
or
a few
maybe
weeks later.
Ibu died, and before the news got to public, shares might have changed.
Maybe just something
Exactly.
like that. Come on.
Yeah.
Besides, she has nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Who he's dead and gone, so I can just move on with my life. The account is now. But what I even do with two TikTok accounts? I beg. Inside life. Well, RIP to the dead. His soul continue to rest in peace.
Sure.
He brought so much laughter and so much joy. I still know people who tell you who is my favorite actor.
Do you know I stumbled on a video which Charles Onoja
Yes.
said, "See me, I no go cry if you die." And he said, "If I die and you cry, I pay for my ghost, I go slap you." And somebody wrote "Oh, really now Charles is gonna cry because Ibu is truly dead." And I kind of know that in the industry they are bonded together a lot.
Over the years.
Yes, I've acted a series of.
The person I feel for the most is Popo.
Whoa.
I feel for Popo a lot because these of them were a good blend.
Yeah,
So many, I'm telling you, so many blends, like so many memes, so many contents. I feel for Popo a lot, for real, because it's not going to be easy. I know memories, throwbacks, and the rest of them.
Sure.
He really made a mark in the industry, and I hope, because we do not really have pure comedians like
And actors.
Ibu doesn't have to say a word, just his look.
His look makes me laugh.
Just his look. Before
Like,
he says that he's Nama, you have already started laughing.
His looks makes me what the heck is this guy? How do you
I wonder how
act and say
people
all
live
these
with
lines
him.
without laughing?
People who even live with him, I wonder how they do it.
They were just
you
pure.
be Nama.
They were natural.
Yes.
They were natural.
You don't need to do too much. You
Too
don't even
much.
need to have a niche. They didn't have a niche.
Yeah.
Him, Charles Onoje, Charles
But I
Awuru.
would say that Ibu doesn't look good when he's acting rich man.
Why would you give Ibu rich man? Why?
He does look good, but anyways, he's that's it.
Yeah, he's good. It's just like giving Uzo Arukwe a sophisticated rich man. Why? You are wasting talents. Please give him those, So thank you guys for watching. I know you must have learned one or two things like I did. I learned something on branding today. I also learned that we can play on emotions, but trust me, good publicity should be one thing you look out for to sustain yourself on the social media space.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Please drop a comment. Did she do what is right? Do you think she did the wrong thing? Do you think she did? Of course, it's her account. Do you think she would have done something different? What do you think she did that would have been best for both herself and her conscience? Please drop it on the comment section. Do well to subscribe, like, and share. See you same time,
Bye.
same place, on the same channel next week. Bye.